Hello, welcome everyone, welcome to the stream. I'm actually a bit late, but let me just check my audio real quick. There's a lot to talk about actually, so I really want to do it. I prefer to do it before the live stream of this special program. Hang on a sec. Alright, I think everything is good. Hang on. So you guys might be wondering why am I in Star Rail right now? So basically it's just for intermission, like while waiting for the Genshin live stream basically. So yeah, I have a lot to talk about actually, so hang on, let me mute the audio real quick. Let me just get into the game. I don't think I have any time at all to do anything because there's a lot that I think I'm gonna talk about. I apologize first if my voice sounds very static because I do actually have a fan like literally besides me blowing at maximum speed. So yeah, it is very hot right now, so I have no choice but to put it like straight up beside me at maximum. Hang on a sec. Right. So I'm really sorry that I haven't been streaming for quite a while actually, and in fact even today I'm only going to do a stream for the special program watch party only. So yeah, I unfortunately somewhat has stumbled. I don't want to say stumble, that's kind of weird, but basically got into a bit of a medical condition. It's nothing serious basically, it's not like an illness or something. It's more like an infection basically, but quite embarrassing to say, but it's the type that kind of makes me hard to sit basically. So for the past week and a little bit over it basically, I've been actually spending a lot of my time, I would say 80 to 90% of my time of the day just lying down basically. So yeah, even to the point that my back start to hurt quite a bit actually, because I've been like lying a lot, lying on the bed a lot. But a few days ago I think my condition started to get a little bit better, especially today. I finally able to somewhat sit down for a little bit. I won't be able to sit like for continuously for hours. I do have to like get up for a bit every now and then. So because of that, it is going to be a bit harder for me to do a stream. I'll probably gonna try to do another stream in maybe in 3 to 4 days. Hopefully I would be making a full recovery by that time. And yeah, and I kind of want to do a stream on Wednesday actually. Maybe I'll talk about that at the end of the stream because there's barely a few minutes left. There's something important that I really want to talk about. So yeah, there's a little bit of bad news, but also I guess it's kind of like a good news for me. So I finally got myself a new job, and I'll be starting I'll be reporting in basically probably on the second week, because next week there's only 2 days of working, and I do want to make a full recovery before I start working. So I'm probably gonna start my work somewhere around the second week. If I'm not mistaken, is on the 5th. Now the problem is, for the first 3 months, I will be stationed somewhere quite far actually, and it's just for 3 months for training purposes. But because it's really far and it's an area that I'm not really familiar with, so I won't be bringing my PC with me. And in fact, I might actually just go to that to the new workplace, because they did provide an accommodation and even transportation, kindly enough. And I might even want to grab my new working area with public transport, basically just going there using buses, and then for traveling purposes over there, there will be transportation, so I guess I wouldn't have to worry about that. And since considering the fact that I will only be staying there for about 3 months, so I'm thinking of not bringing my car, but who knows. And I'm not even sure how big the room is, and like I said, since I will be only going to be there for about 3 months, I figure it's gonna be a hassle if I bring a lot of stuff. So because of that, there's a high possibility that I might not be able to stream actually. Now I say hi, I didn't say no entirely. Now the reason for that is I'm probably gonna try and set up my laptop to be able to stream. However, I might have to reduce the quality for a little bit, probably up down to 720, just to kind of reduce the stress a little bit on my laptop. My laptop does have a higher performance CPU compared to my desktop, but when it comes to the graphic card, my PC does have a lot better. So I'm not even sure if I would be able to like stream regularly, but and that's the thing. The next version for Genshin seems to be a really, really important one. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to try and maybe stream on my laptop over there. But I'm not sure how exactly am I going to be able to do it, because I would be sharing a room with a roommate. I do hope, however, that I would get a room that hasn't had anyone inside yet, meaning I would be able to stay in a room by myself. I don't know. It's really hard to say, so I cannot really promise whether I would be able to stream, but I will try my best to see if I would be able to do so. But because of that also, I think if I am going to be streaming during that time, during the 3 months, I think the only content that I will be covering is basically the main quest. So basically Archon quest and the trail-based mission for Star Rail. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. As for events, I'm probably gonna do it on my own, unfortunately, because I think I would have to reduce as much stream as much possible. So I will only be covering like the main stuff, like I said. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, but I'll have to see once I'm finally arrived at my new place. But like I said, it's only going to be about 3 months, and after that I am supposedly going to be transferred somewhere near a house that I was supposed to stay in before that I said. So if all goes well, then I think once I've done with my training and I'm being transferred to somewhere that is in an area that I'm familiar with, then maybe I would be able to stream back. So yeah, so I'm probably gonna do like another 1 or 2 final stream before I'm going to the new place. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm not sure how it's going to work out. I really hope everything is going to go well, not just for my streaming but as well for my career as well, because my livelihood depends on it. So yeah, so that's pretty much about it. There's only a few minutes left. Let me just go ahead and open the page, and if we have the time, then maybe we can if we have the time, then maybe we can talk a little bit about my planning. All right, so I guess I do have a couple more minutes. So with Genshin, I'm gonna hold on to all of the character quests until I come back from my training and finally back to until I finally settle down in another place after I finish my training. So basically that's the plan. So once I've finally settled down, then I'll probably try and do all of the remaining character quests that I haven't done yet. I think the only one that I haven't done right now is Varesa. I don't think I miss anyone else, because I've done the one for Mizuki and that is pretty much the last one, and the latest character after that is Varesa. Yep. So I think that's the only one. I finally maxed out the tribe reputation for Collective of Plenty as well. So I finally got the maximum constellation for Pyro Traveler. As for my pool plan, so I'm still sticking with my plan to roll for Skirk, which is supposedly to come on 5.7, and I think that is supposed to be true considering the fact that Skirk should be coming out with the release of Not Cry, I think. And if there is anything, since there is only 2 more versions after 5.6, I think 5.7 is the only version where miHoYo can release Not Cry, because the last version is usually going to be the summer event, right? So yeah. Wait, oh yeah. So silent, should I? There's only there's only 1 minute. Now, as for Star Rail, I'm gonna do something crazy which I might regret. So I'm already close to PT for both character and Lightcone. Now I already lost the 50-50 for the character, so right now I'm guaranteed. And as for the Lightcone though, I'm still fresh. However, I do, since it is a 75-25, so I'm kind of how do I say it? I'm somewhat hopeful that I would win it basically. So I'm gonna do something crazy, which is I'm gonna stick with my plan to pull for both Anaxa as well as his Lightcone. Now, why did I say that I might regret this? Is because I think it's pretty much confirmed that Final is going to come out in 5.4, and I don't think I would be able to have enough those tickets by the time 5.4 release in order to guarantee final. So I don't know. I might regret it so hard, but I don't know. I just really like playing the Hertha team, and I really want to complete it. So I guess I'm just gonna go all out and try and. That's very loud. Let me mute it for a bit. And I'm gonna try and get the, what do you call it? Both the character Alexa as well as his Lycoon. So that is one of the reason why I wanted to do a stream as well next week. However, I'm not sure aside from the pulling, what else would I want to do? Ideally, I would want to do something in Star Rail. Maybe I would choose one of the companion quests that I have that I'm planning to do. Oh yeah, I already gave you guys a warning about my voice. Straight up to the trailer. Wait, is it not going to be an Archon quest? Is it really going to be event? Oh, Fontaine have something so. It's because of Escoffer. I'm somewhat tempted to pull for her because apparently Skirk favors using free steam, and since Escoffer is a support for cryo, so I'm kinda tempted actually to pull for her. Oh yeah, Ifa. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do 2 single pull to try and get him. Oh, I just realized. Hang on. Remuria. Wait, a continuation of the sequence? Ancient Dragon Relic.
僕の師匠にして母の黄金レインドットさ。彼女が僕をモンドに向かわせた時、ある大きな課題を与えたんだ。
Truth of the world.
探せというね。
なんで街の中に魔物がいるんだ？想像してたよりも状況がひどいみたい。
また敵が来るぞ。
Is it another one of those albedo double?
調査小隊隊長アルベド。何をしたんだ？殺人事件？ホムンクルスが暴走して理性を失い他者を傷つける狂気的な。
Oh wait, that's the one of the new character.
正式な会談を行うことを願ってるんだ。
Hexen Circle.
そんな勇気のある子がまだモンドにいたの？
Alice? Are we finally going to see her?
天地が逆さになった時、人は世界の本質を知る。なら盤面が逆さになったら
What the fuck is this?
なぜ罪のない人を どうしてこんなことにヴィレットが襲撃にあって。
これはレムリアが戦争のために用意した薬物なのよ。
人体研究という課題を諦めたことは一度もない。
モンドの法律にのっとり被告人アルベドを殺人および死体遺棄で有罪とする。
今も近くから聞こえるよ。
お、なんだ、バルバトスか？
Who's that? Sounds very young. Marcus. Oh, I forgot about codes. Hang on. I need to prepare my notepad. I totally forgot about codes. Hang on. GI 56 para logism. Okay, so it's not really about Dragon Spine. I thought it was really going to be about Dragon Spine and Durin Dang. That was a disappointment, I guess. I was really hoping a continuation of the story for Durin, but it's more, I guess in a way you could say that it is, because it is a story related to Albedo. Oh.
Hello everyone! Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 5.6 special program. I'm Jane Jackson, the voice of Varessa, and I have two awesome co-hosts with me today. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
What up, my dudes? My name is Johnny LaQuasto, and I'm the voice of Aoife.
What up?
Hey, your turn.
Hello everyone, my name is Emily Cass and I voice Escoffier.
Emily
I'm
Cass.
so excited to be here.
Escoffier.
And I am so excited to be hosting alongside you two today.
Oh, by the way, Emily, I have to say, the way your chibi's tail moves around is so cool.
Oh, actually, it's not a tail. It's a self-adapting movement signal tracking support mech. It's a piece of tech, basically. It helps Escoffier in the kitchen and in combat. It's one of her essential utensils.
But it looks so much like a tail.
Yeah, a lot of people think that.
Straight to the
And considering how
character.
it looks, people even
character
call Escoffier
demo.
a demon chef.
Ah, okay, that seems a little extreme.
Yeah, I'd say so too, but honestly, I don't know much about Escoffier. Can you tell us more about her, Emily?
Absolutely. Let's take a look at her profile.
Oh, straight up.
Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg.
Oh,
Oh.
cool.
The hotel is famous for the extremely popular and exclusive Gâteau de Bourg.
Wow, exclusive?
Yeah, only a limited amount of slices are available per day.
Yeah, we know about
Escoffier
that.
is a master of precision gastronomy, which means she approaches cooking as a science. She even develops advanced mecha to use in her cooking process.
Wow, that's some
Okay,
dedication
if-
to her craft.
Of
If
course, in
Skirt
Escoffier's kitchen, no dish is ready to be
somehow
served until it has
released
her
in
stamp of
5.8,
approval. And when she likes
then I
something,
will pull
she
for
gets
her.
completely
But if
lost in the
Skirt comes
flavours.
out in
It looks
5.7,
almost
then
like she's in heaven.
I will skip
Sounds
her.
incredible.
Maybe I'll pull
but
for
what
her
if she doesn't like
later.
Oh, then
Like
she'll
after
probably
in
say
version
something
6,
like,
once she had
You
her
thought cream
rerun.
of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove. You'd have had more sense serving hot
What
water
is
with ice
she,
cubes. At least
Gordon
then you
Ramsay?
wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom. Wow. Intense.
I promise Escoffier is actually very well-mannered most of the time. But when it comes to
Gordon.
food, she couldn't be more strict. It's all for good reason, though. Escoffier believes her mission as a chef is to make haute cuisine accessible to all. So
Haute
she's
cuisine.
not just strict on other people, she demands perfection from herself too. Because that's the only way to make her dream a reality.
Oh, is that why she develops all those cooking mecha?
That's right. With their help, even people who are short on time or cooking skills can be capable of making a good meal.
Ha, okay. That feels like a personal call-out.
Bestowed with the
But seriously,
title
though,
of
I'm telling you, I
Patricia
could use something
Supreme
exactly
by
like that.
Farina.
Same here. Emily, you said Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg.
What
Does
happened?
that mean she doesn't work there anymore?
Yeah, that's right. She even had to spend time in the fortress of Meripede.
The Fortress of
Ah.
Mirapede? What happened?
We can't divulge the details right now, but all will be revealed in Escoffier's story quest, treasured above all. So be sure to check it out if you're interested, travellers. You'll also be rewarded with extra Ascension materials for Escoffier.
Ooh.
Oh, and travellers will get to take part in a one-of-a-kind culinary showdown in this quest. Not only will travellers get to experience Escoffier's mentorship firsthand, but special guests will also make an appearance.
Special guest, nice. Huh. Okay, I see blubber beasts and romaritime flowers. Wait, do we have to cook 4 blubber beasts using romaritime flowers? That's not much to work with.
All I can say is trust in Escoffier. She can work wonders.
Oh, I'm definitely a believer.
Okay, what about her
so
kid?
We know what she can do in the kitchen, but what about on the battlefield?
Right, let's get into it. Escoffier wields a cryovision and is a powerful addition to freeze-focused teams.
Catalyst?
Which brings us
Oh,
to one of her
full arm.
talents. When Escoffier's elemental skill or elemental burst hits
Oh.
an enemy, she can reduce their resistance to hydro and cryo damage. The more hydro and cryo characters in the party, the greater the reduction.
Okay, so it looks like the enemies here aren't actually frozen, but the resistance reduction still takes effect.
Yeah,
Is that her
that's
elemental
really
skill?
important. As long as her elemental skill or burst hits an enemy, the reduction takes effect. The enemy
Yeah, I want to
doesn't
know
need to be
what is the
frozen.
one
That
hitting
means
right
the
now.
talent works
Is
on bosses and other unfreezable enemies.
Wow, so it seems like any character that deals hydro or cryo damage can benefit from that talent. I can definitely see her being a powerful support in freeze teams.
True, but Escoffier is not just a support. She can dish out damage as well. With an actual dish.
No way.
Yeah, and when Escoffier unleashes her elemental skill, she summons a cooking mech to the field that follows the active character and periodically fires projectiles at nearby enemies, dealing cryo
Okay.
damage.
Yeah,
so
the-
with her ability
the
to shred
attack frequency
resistance,
is really
she
fast as
basically
well.
buffs her own damage. In addition, her elemental burst restores HP to the entire party.
Incredible.
Aw.
Okay, so she can buff
Okay.
the party, dish out damage, and heal. Wow, sounds like she's pretty versatile.
Yeah, and
Okay, I
thanks to a
think I
different
might
talent,
actually
she has
gonna
another
pull
ability
for
that
her,
really
actually.
showcases her skills as a chef. If you hold her elemental skill, the cooking mech she summons can absorb elemental energy and convert it into a delicious dish.
Whoa, I've never seen a talent like that before.
Okay, so you don't even have to prepare the ingredients yourself? Bro, that's awesome.
Yeah, and plus she can produce several kinds of dishes this way.
What?
Oh, that will be so fun to check out in game.
Totally. So take note of this next
Even the
piece of news,
rarest one as
travelers.
well?
In the first half of version 5.6, we'll have event wishes for
Navia.
Escoffier and Navia. A new 5-star polearm, Symphonist of Sense, will be featured on the weapon banner. Our new 4-star character, Aoife, will also enjoy a drop rate boost on the first half banners.
Aoife,
This is...
no way, bro.
This
I
is
think
tough.
that's my line, but I couldn't have said it better myself.
Oh, and another bit of really exciting news is that travelers will get to spend more time with these two in the new version.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Okay, take a look at this clip and you'll see.
All eyes are on me. Lowly servants, behold the almighty Dragon Lord's magnificence. The heck are you on about? Why does no one ask for an autograph of the almighty Dragon Lord? Kahula how? Oh wow, no way, bro. What? You little... Oh dear. Do you even hear yourself, bro? How dare you! You insolent, contemptuous Huh? What are you on about? No way, bro! Huh? Seriously? Do you even hear yourself, bro? Darn it! Oh, wow! No way, bro! Do you even hear yourself, bro? You're hopeless! The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulao! His wisdom is wasted on you! No way, bro! See you later! Huh? Ah!
Don't tell me that was the conversation
you
that
went
they
cuckoo
had
and a how.
before.
Wow, I feel like those two could argue forever.
Dude, you don't know the half of it.
Hang in there, bro.
You too, huh? Man, this bro thing is really taking off.
Well, Kukuku is just that infectious. So, travelers met Aoife in the previous version, but since we now have the chance to add him to our parties, want to give us a formal introduction, Johnny?
I thought you'd never ask, Jane. Absolutely. As most of you probably know, Aoife is a Saurian vet from the Flower Feather clan.
Does he have
In that land,
healing?
humans and Saurians live and fight side by side. Saurians get sick and hurt just like everyone else. So Saurian vets do a very important job in that land.
Okay.
And Aoife is a really good one. In fact, you've probably heard of some of his accomplishments already. Like how he saved Kakuku's life, and now, of course, Kakuku works as his trusty assistant.
Yeah, Aoife
Yeah.
is practically a miracle.
That one was like
I heard Ahau got
Very-
sick one time,
very
so
sad.
Kenichi took him to Aoife for treatment, and what do you know? Ahau was better in like 2 seconds. Imagine that.
Sounds like Aoife really knows his stuff. I wonder if he can treat all kinds of dragons, like even ones from other nations.
I
The villain?
guess, in theory, yeah, I don't see why not. Plus, if it was an emergency, Kakuku could help him get there in no time.
I mean, I heard the Flower Feather clan is known for riding kukasaurs, but this is less riding and more dangling, isn't it?
Yep.
Hey, this is a Kakuku appreciation zone only, all right? But seriously, just wait until you see him sprint. He spreads out those huge wings, and it's super awesome. Oh, and while we're on the subject, if there are any travelers who haven't done the part of the Ochkanatlan World Quest where you chase down the evil dragon, try it out with Aoife. It'll be a completely different kind of flying experience.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I see that. Although it looks more like Aoife is chasing down a patient for a checkup.
Yeah. So, okay, what else can Aoife do in combat?
Well, Aoife is an Animo Vision user with a lot of tricks up his sleeve. For example, when faced with aggressive enemies,
Sorry
Aoife
about
can
that.
unleash his elemental burst and fire a therapeutic sedative, creating a wind current that pulls in and restrains enemies. Of
Oh.
course, as Aoife's good bro, Kakuku also helps him out in combat. With Aoife's elemental skill, Kakuku lifts him into the air, giving him an aerial advantage in combat. And while in this state, Aoife can continuously fire tonic shots, which deal animo damage upon impact and restore HP to the entire party.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
So what kind of team comps work best with Aoife?
Well, to answer that, we should introduce one of his talents first. When
That's-
Aoife is in the Night
that's
Soul's
interesting,
blessed state,
actually.
he can use his Field Medic's vision to increase swirl and electrocharge damage based
Yeah,
on
because,
the total amount of
you
Night Soul
could
points
have,
across the
like-
entire party.
Okay, so
You
he
can
works
make,
well
like,
with
a
characters that can
swirl,
trigger swirl and
with
electrocharged
Ophil
reactions, and
DPS
characters
team,
that can generate Night Soul points.
and then
He seems
Aoife
like a
can
really
just
flexible unit.
swirl
Yeah,
while
he is.
healing
Plus,
as well.
In areas with Natlan's phlogiston mechanics, if your current active character or indwelled Saurian's HP drops below a certain percent, Aoife can consume his own phlogiston to heal them.
Nice, putting those medical skills to use. His kit seems really intuitive, and he helps with exploration. I feel like exploring the sacred volcano will be a lot easier with Kakuku.
Dang, he looks so cool.
What can I say? He is a
It's really
helpful
such a
little
pity
guy.
that he's
Now,
not
moving on
a
to our
5-star.
next bit of news, a new boss is coming in version 5.6, the Secret Source Automaton Overseer device.
Oh.
Travelers will need to defeat it to obtain ascension materials for Escoffier.
Huh. I feel like we've faced something like this before.
That's because this boss has the same origins as the Secret Source Automaton configuration device from version 5.1. Both are pieces of ancient dragon technology.
The one,
They almost
the
seem
one
like
at
two parts
People
of
of
one
Spring.
terrifying monster.
Okay, Jane, let's
Yeah, the
this
one
is where
that
we should
is
wrap
the
this part up,
essential
I think, 'cause
material for
travelers can
my
search
week,
for their
if I'm
own
not
answers to
mistaken.
this in-game. Now, let's kick off the event portion.
Oh, wow. There are Natlan characters in
Rolling
14?
walls.
Is it because
Oh,
of a
a
festival or
bow.
something?
Not a festival, an amusement park organized by Navia and the Spina di Rasula. Auroron and Aoife are there to deliver Natlan produce for the event. But it's not all veggies and good times.
So the one in Monsdat,
Against the
is that
backdrop
just
of
going
the
to be an
festivities,
event,
a
or is it
smuggling
an
base
Arc
uncovered,
Conquest?
leading Kenichi and Risley to cross paths.
Ooh, a Saurian hunter and a prison warden. Sounds like a fun pairing.
Yeah, right? I actually have a few sneak peeks to share, so let's take a look.
Oh,
Weird. Why is Ahau cowering behind Kenichi? I would have thought he was too proud for that. Oh, wait. It must be because of Fontaine's ban on flying objects.
Exactly. Ahau and Kakuku made the journey all the way to Fontaine and happened to arrive just in time for the ban. Ahau was able to hide, but Kakuku got scared and flew straight into the Palais Mermonia. Aurora thinks Kakuku will manage to send all of the important documents in the Palais flying around the building.
Oh no, that can't end well.
Monsieur
What about
Nivelet.
Tifa? Isn't he going to come to Kakuku's rescue?
Don't worry, with Nervalette and Risley there, Kakuku's in good hands. Plus, he might even learn a new phrase or two. Hey, check it out. Risley managed to teach him one. Anyone want to guess what it is?
Oh, I don't really know what it
What
could
could it be?
I guess we're just gonna have to wait
Rise,
and
something
see.
that Risley
Anyway,
say.
I wanted to point out there
I have
are
no
two
idea.
dragons in this picture. So, does that mean Nervalette could, like, interpret for Kakuku? You know, dragon
Oh.
to dragon. Oh, I can't wait to see how their
But
interactions go.
Nivelet
Honestly, I
is
can't even
dragons
picture it,
of
but I
window.
just know
Kakuku
it's
is
gonna be
Saurian.
Yeah, there's nothing we can
It's
say
a
that
different
beats the
kind
real
of
thing.
dragon.
So, if you're interested, be sure to check out all the shenanigans in-game. And trust me, there are a lot of them. Always makes me laugh. Now, on to the actual amusement park. Let me give you some background. It's called the Cheval Moran Film Fantasy Land, and it's the brainchild of a well-known engineer and film buff with the Spina di Rasula in charge of the financing, construction, and general
Oh,
operations.
a film
Lupita is
event.
back. Didn't she almost go bankrupt after basing her research on that fake story? I hope her investment pays off this time.
Well, if the Traveler agrees to come on board, Lapine Pauline might be in a better position.
Come on board? Why are my fraud alarm bells ringing?
It's not like that.
Hang on a
If you
sec.
don't trust Lapine Pauline, yeah, okay. Her track record isn't great, but at least trust Cheval Moran and the Spina di Rasula.
If you say so.
And how do we make sure we don't run it into the ground?
Well, if the Traveler agrees to come on board,
This one, I
Lapine
think I'm
Pauline
just gonna
might
do
be
it
in a
on my
better
own.
position.
Wait, so this is a management sim? Okay, tell me everything.
You got it, bro. Travelers will be in charge of operations like upgrading the facilities, expanding the park, and managing the staff. During each business cycle, travelers will need to allocate their precious funds and action points to the most important tasks based on their management needs.
And plus, Navia recruited Master Chef Escoffier to run the park's theme restaurant. Woo! The dishes she creates can give you unique management buffs, so don't miss out.
Absolutely. You can also increase
Oh,
your
another
revenue
one
by
of
adding
these
different
events.
kinds of attractions. For example, in Eclectic Escapades,
I like this one,
visitors can
actually.
experience unforgettable adventures where they fly through the air or dash underwater at high speeds.
Wow.
Or there's movie masterpieces where you have to use special abilities to reach the end of the stage and seize the treasure. Before launching these attractions, travelers will need to try them out and create a standardized strategy guide for each one so that visitors understand how to get the most out of the experience.
Nice.
Oh, and travelers can also add an attraction called Mellow Manor, where they can
What the
create a
fuck?
cozy retreat for different animals to draw in visitors and increase revenue.
So basically,
And travelers can also recruit some
basically
familiar
a
faces to help run
literal
the park.
puzzle.
Among the recruits are Fontanian companions and friends from other nations too.
Yeah, that's right. By completing
Veresa
friendly
is here
encounters,
as well.
travelers can learn useful management techniques from their companions. Eventually, these companions will become fixtures at the park and provide even more management support. So, long story short, don't worry too much. You don't have to go it alone.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't sound too bad.
And plus, once you get down to business, you'll be rewarded for your efforts.
Ooh, do
Primo
tell.
Oh,
Gems.
I will. Reach a certain point in the operations and you'll be able to claim all sorts of rewards, including Primo
Okay,
Gems
maybe I should
and a new 4-star
move
boat,
this above.
Sequence of Solitude.
Awesome! More Primo Gems to save for your next pull. Which reminds me, we still haven't finished announcing the event wishes, have we?
Oh, right. Yeah,
Oh,
sorry to keep you in
Chinish
suspense,
and
travelers.
Raiden
In the
Shogun.
second half of version 5.6, we'll have returning event wishes for Kenichi and the Raiden Shogun.
Nice.
Plus, the chronicled Wish banner will be returning in version 5.6.
Ah.
I know a lot of travelers have been waiting for that, so check it out if you're interested.
Yeah, you
Mm.
have to. And best of luck on your pulls.
All right. That was a lot of info, so let's take our first
I
break.
don't think I'm
Here's the second redemption code,
gonna do any
travelers.
pull though. If there is anyone, I think Chiori would be a character that I'm interested. Okay. Chef S. Coffee 0507. Oh, so that is the date for the update, I think. Okay, what else? I think it's probably, well, they did talk about the event. Oh, they haven't talked about the Monsdat thing. Yeah.
The Windbloom Festival, once a celebration of flowers, now shrouded in unease.
So I want to know whether this is an art conquest or what. Yeah, that's the final
on
character.
trial? Who is the young man in the courtroom?
What
And
is
he
this movie
friend
trailer?
or foe?
Oh, so
What tidings does the Dodo communication device bring this time? The answers to
Alice?
these questions and more in the version 5.6 Archon Quest.
yes, it's an art conquest. Okay, nice.
Oh, nice.
Ah, shucks, thanks.
So, we finally make it back to Monsdat, and Albedo's on trial.
Okay, I was really worried it's going to be an event.
Something tells
So
me
I'm glad that
it's
they finally decided to make it an
Well,
art conquest
I've
instead.
put together some information about the case. Let's go through it and see if we can
The
uncover some new
other
clues.
previous two
So,
events
here's
for
the deal.
Albedo should have been
Albedo's been accused of
an
murder and
interlude
unlawful disposal of
chapter,
human
I think.
remains. And
That's
the
just my
case is
opinion,
being
because I
tried
think
in
this
secret.
the story is
The
very
logistics
important.
captain of the Knights of Favonius, Hertha, seems to have compelling evidence against Albedo. So the situation is serious.
I'm sure Hertha is just trying to
Oh,
do
the
her
bounty.
job and uncover the truth. But
NPC.
there has to be some kind of
Hertha.
misunderstanding here.
Well, in court, the evidence does the talking. Travelers will have access to Albedo's office on the second floor of headquarters to do their own investigation into the case and hopefully track down some clues.
So I saw Jean, Kaya, and Eula in the courtroom, all members of the Knights of Favonius.
Hang on a sec.
Which makes sense. But it looked like someone from the church was also there.
Oh, that's Dahlia. He's the deacon of the Church of Favonius, so he works with Barbara, Rosaria, and the other members of the clergy. Dahlia acts as the Herald of Barbados, which is interesting because he's also friends with Venti.
Yeah, very interesting. He sounds like a very
Dahlia.
important
So
figure.
that's the
Speaking
final
of Venti,
character.
The Dodo communication device is
aside
back
from
in this
Skirt.
quest. At some point, Venti needs it to get in touch.
I wonder
with
if she's going to
Alice.
come out in the
But
same
on the
version
first
as
attempt,
Skirt.
the line connects to Grandmaster
If that's the
Barbara
case,
instead.
then I already
The
felt
second
sorry
part
for
of
her.
the is to reach Alice.
Because people are
Whoa,
definitely going to
hold
go
on.
for
He
Skirt.
just dropped two major names.
Unless her kid is
Master
really,
has been
really
on an
good.
expedition for a long time. Sounds like we finally get to hear how he's doing. As for Alice, we know she's the mother of the most adorable Klee and an elder of the Hexen Circle. But I wonder why Venti needs to get in touch with her. Wait, could it be because of the monsters in the city?
Oh, you know what? In Amber's anthology chapter, she did say the number of monsters around Mondstadt has been skyrocketing lately.
Right?
But
And
I
now there are
thought
even
we
more monsters
stopped
in the
that already.
city. So maybe Venti is reaching out to Alice for help.
I think you two are onto something. And if we take a look at this map, we can see that a lot of our old friends have joined in on the fight to defend Monsdat.
Wow, this is kind of emotional.
Oh yeah, I didn't
Monstat was
actually
the beginning of
manage to
everything.
do
It's the place
the
where travelers met their first
I
companions
forgot what it
and
was
embarked
called.
on
There
this
was one version where they had that
And now
thing where
it's in
you can talk
crisis.
to the
Hopefully
NPC.
travelers
So
can
I
do
thought it was
something to stop
it
it.
was
they
going to
can,
be
but it
permanent.
won't be an easy
So I was
road.
planning to do it
Alice can
later.
offer something to help, but
A new
travelers
boss
will need to
again?
pass
How?
a trial
Wait, so we're
first
getting
and
two new
defeat the
boss?
king and queen on the chessboard.
Anything to defend Mondstadt.
Is this
I'm
world
sure
boss
travelers aren't
or
scared of a
weekly
little
boss?
Trial.
Okay. Then let's take a look at what awaits them.
Hydro, electro, pyro. So there's multiple elements. Oops, sorry about that.
Alice will preside over the first phase of the trial. The trial takes place on a chessboard, but the rules of chess don't exactly apply. Look closely and you'll notice some of the pieces on the board can harm the king. Travelers can use that to their advantage to create an opening
so
and dish out
we
damage.
need to do-
But in the second phase,
So
there
it's
are
not-
no chess pieces to use. Travelers will need to rely on their own strength to emerge victorious.
Okay, so for the
It
first
looks
phase
like there's a
is
different Zodiaco presiding over
mechanic
the second
based.
phase. One wearing a blue hat. Is that a
Wait,
different mage from the Hexen Circle?
If
I wonder which
they are
one.
saying
Well, travelers will have
phase
to
1
uncover
and
that for
phase 2,
themselves.
so that
As
must
for
mean
the
that this is a
second phase
weekly
of the
boss,
trial,
right?
Let me offer a quick piece of advice. The boss has some extremely powerful attacks, but freeze reactions can help you create an opening.
Maybe jot that one down for later, travellers. So,
Hmm.
we know there's murder, an attack on Monsdat, a Hexen Circle trial, but we have no idea how all of this is connected. Seems like there's a lot for travellers to uncover. You know, if you think about it, first Natlan had a
Interlude
crisis
chapter.
with the ley lines that almost ended in death. Then, a similar crisis happened in Liyue, and now Monsdat is in danger. I can't help but wonder if this is all some kind of
Why
terrible
does
omen.
they have the
Yeah,
dragon
but
spine
look on the bright
in the
side.
background?
It's another
I
chance
was
for
really...
answers. Maybe we'll
I
uncover
mean,
new
we
clues
might
about
still
forces
get
we
a
didn't
story
count before,
about dragon
or what
spine,
we can
but
expect on the road ahead.
from
Or
what we
maybe
saw so
we'll even
far,
get
it
one
doesn't
step
seem
closer
to
to the truth
be
of Teyvat.
anything connected
Yeah, and
with
then
dragon spine
travelers can give
yet.
us all the answers.
Yeah, I think we're gonna leave all that hard work to you guys.
All right, okay, well, let's lighten things up and dive into the remaining version 5.6 events.
Yes.
First up, on the
Operation
docket is an
Downpour
event that brings us
Simulation.
back to Fontaine, where travellers can test out their tactical brilliance in the new wargame, Operation Downpour Simulation.
Dude,
What's that?
nice.
Oh, I know. This wargame comes with all new
Uh,
offensive and defensive gameplay. The key to
Is
success
this-
is really
this type of
understanding your
game?
game pieces.
Okay, what do you mean?
Well, for example, is it a melee or ranged attack piece? Can it quickly break through obstacles or maybe even bypass them entirely? Once you feel like you know what you're doing, you can test out your skills in co-op. The actual gameplay is pretty simple. What this event really tests is strategy. For example, when adjusting your defensive lineup, you can even set traps for your opponent.
I see a button called Defensive Simulation. Looks like we can use it to test out our strategies?
That's right. And once you set the defensive and offensive lineup that works best for you, the battle is ready to begin.
Yeah.
And while your opponent tries to break through your defenses, your job is to use your chosen offensive lineup to outmaneuver their strategy. The side that breaks the opposing formation first, or makes greater progress within the time limit, wins.
Wow.
Okay, so it sounds like it all comes down to strategy. All right, so get tactical, travelers.
Now, if that last event was mostly about brain power, this next one is all about firepower.
Let's go.
Okay, let's take a look at the gameplay. Think this is a
Oh.
simple battle for coins? Haha, well, think again. Players will have the opportunity to indwell Saurians at certain points. Use their abilities to your advantage, and you might be able to turn the tides in your favor.
This looks so fun. You could just stay in Saurian form the whole time and blast all the other players away.
Oh, if only. The Saurian
Interesting.
form only lasts so long. But even in human form, you'll have Natlan character skills at your disposal. So the goal is to collect as many coins as possible to secure victory.
Nice, bro. So, this next event is
Chronicle
called
of Shifting
Chronicle of Shifting
Stratagem.
Stratagems.
Battle event?
I'm sure at this point in their journey, travelers have gained their fair share of companions and have tested out their skills in a variety of different situations. But maybe there's a character you want to learn more about, like Escoffier, for example. let's say you want to test out her potential in different
Yeah,
team comps.
I'm really
Then
tempted
I highly
to
recommend
roll for
trying
her
out
now
this
that I've seen her
Chronicle of
gameplay.
Shifting Stratagems gives
Because,
travelers the opportunity to
I didn't
study
know
and test
how-
out different team compositions.
What is the frequency of
The
her
event is
attack?
divided into different levels of
So
difficulty.
basically,
and
it's
there are
like
also challenge buffs to take advantage of. So make
her
sure to
E
take
is
that
like
into account
similar
when forming your
to,
teams.
almost similar to Theory
Travelers
in a
can
way.
also take a look at the challenge record and see how their friends approached
Or
each challenge.
maybe
provide some
more
food for thought.
similar
Nice.
to
Sounds like the perfect excuse
Emily.
to do some experimentation and think outside
But
the
it
box.
attacks really fast though.
All right, moving on to some Genius Invocation TCG updates. First, a new card skin will be
Yeah.
added to the card shop, so
I might
check
have
it out if you're
to
interested.
take a look
Travelers
at
can
how
also look forward
many-
to new character and action cards added to
How
regular
many
mode.
feats do I have in order to
More
pull
food for the card
for
sharks.
in
There
order
are
to pull for
also some
Escoffier?
major updates to automatic artistry.
Oh, so in addition to the character and action card updates, the elemental reaction effects are different.
Yeah, and during the match, there's now a card refresh option as well as mechanisms for character enhancement and replacement, so the gameplay should be even more engaging. Travelers might even be able to come up with some new strategies and surprise their opponents with unexpected moves.
That's right, and finally, the Ley Line Overflow event is returning in version 5.6, so don't miss out.
We won't, and let's take our last break. When we return, we'll talk system optimizations and a cool collab. See you on the other
All right.
side, travelers.
Bye.
Last code. Ifa Kakuku 0507 again. Alright. Oh, it's a calendar. Escoffier. Dang, I'm really tempted to pull for her actually. I don't think I have like that many wishes as well. And that's the reason I'm a bit worried, because I want to get the signature weapon for Skirk as well. I think I have like somewhere around 90 right now. So I don't know. It's really hard for me to decide actually.
Welcome back, travelers!
Welcome back.
Welcome. Let's jump right into system
Imaginarium traitor
optimization.
optimization.
Some travelers provided feedback that the brilliant blessing enhancement process in the Imaginarium Theatre was a bit
Oh, yeah.
confusing, which made it difficult to level up strategically and optimize character turn order. So, in the version 5.6 update, the dev team has made the brilliant blessing details page a lot more intuitive, which should make it easier for travelers to make strategic level up decisions.
Nice.
Yeah, and in addition, rewards will be available for completing the star challenges in the new season of the Imaginarium Theater that begins on June 1st.
You know what would be nice?
Wait, what?
A restart button after the final act. As it stands right now, finishing the final act takes you directly to the credits, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if you just missed that last star challenge? That would be such a bummer.
Yeah, the dev team has received that feedback as well, so a restart button is also being added to the new update.
Oh, nice.
Let's go.
That should make it easier to get full stars. All right,
Okay.
so this next update addresses another common problem. Travelers
Character
have probably
talent
noticed that when
and
you go to rate a
constellation.
character's skills, the skill descriptions can be pretty long and dense.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable. It's important for travelers to have all the details. But it's also easy to get bogged down in the weeds, so this is something the dev team has been working on. Starting in version 5.6, the descriptions on the talent and
so
constellation
it's
pages
kinda
for new
like
characters
Star
will be
Rail,
optimized to be more
where
concise, so it's easier
important
for
stuff
travelers to grasp
will-
the more information. Of
they will
course,
put
travelers
another
who prefer
window,
to dive
yeah,
into all the details
similar
can
to
always
Star Rail.
expand the content for a more comprehensive description.
Nice. Sorting through all that information should
I would say
be a lot
that's kind
faster
of
now.
good.
Totally.
Our next optimization is for the treasure compass.
Oh, this one is
Travelers
actually
provided
kind of big.
feedback that while attempting to complete Natlan's Warrior
So much more
challenges,
easier
it was difficult to
to-
locate where to
so
pick
more
up the
stuff can be
quests.
detected,
So,
so
after the version 5.6
Treasure compass have.
update,
I really
the
like
treasure
how
compass can now
Hoyo
track
is
those locations.
just keep improving
Yeah,
the
they
treasure compass.
Warrior challenges are important because that's
It
how you
used
get
to
obsidian
be
fragments, which
somewhat
you use to
useless
unlock
before
tribal
this,
secret spaces, right?
but
It would be nice if the
it's just
treasure
keep
compass
getting
could track
better. I
those
think
too.
ever since
It can.
Natlan
And once your exploration
update
progress is
that
high
they
enough,
have
the
improved
treasure
it
compass will
a
be
lot.
able to pinpoint the location of tribal secret spaces as well. Similarly, at a high enough
Well, I already
exploration
finished that.
progress, more
Even
chests
for
from
collective
various
of
nations
plenty,
can also be
actually.
located using the treasure compass.
Oh, nice. That should really help travelers that are stuck at 99% exploration progress.
Does the
Map pins
moral
have
chest
also
actually
been
count
optimized.
towards that as
Starting in
well?
version 5.6,
Because I
travelers can
never
now delete
actually
custom
bothered
pins in batches.
Oh, that should make it a lot
I
easier
never
to start fresh if you're
actually
someone who
bothered
really
to
likes to go
do
ham with the
to
markers.
collect it actually.
Definitely. Well, that wraps up our system optimizations. So now it's time for some out-of-game news.
That's right.
alright.
First, we have some exciting collaboration news to share. Genshin
Sorry,
Impact is
Marco.
partnering with the global beauty brand Charlotte Tilbury
Uh,
to launch 2
useless for
limited
me.
edition sets.
Wow.
So, let's watch the preview trailer for the collaboration.
Obviously, this is meant for female. Well, that's the collaboration. People were like dissing that Genshin doesn't have a collaboration. Well, there you go. At least they have some sort of collaboration. People are gonna make memes of this. Oh wait, there's a what do you call it? Those thing. Yeah, this eye thing for sleeping. Can I just try and get that only?
But I have even more
So it's a
news. In
Mona
addition,
Teams.
Genshin Impact's
Radiance
third
of Flame.
Natlan OST album,
Ah.
Radiance of Flame, is coming soon. Yeah. The album contains various tracks composed by the miHoYo mix team for the Collective of Plenty and other regions. So stay tuned for the drop.
Awesome.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. The music's gonna be so cool.
So
You know it.
beautiful.
Wow.
Okay, let me check my scroll here. Yeah, that's all the information I have about version 5.6.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
What
wait,
about you,
are we
Jake?
gonna get like
I
a
am
teaser
just so
for
excited to
Not
uncover
Cry
more about
or
the
maybe
outrageous
Snasnaya?
history and to defeat the new boss on the chessboard.
And I can't wait for you all to meet Escoffier. It's been so much fun working on her, and I just think
Yeah, now I'm
And
really
to follow
tempted
that
to
up,
pull for
Aoife
her
is finally
actually.
playable, and of course
is
he's
tough,
gonna have
actually.
Cuckoo right by his side. But the mini games are always so fun and creative. Oh, just can't
Absolutely.
wait.
Well, that's it for the version 5.6 special program. A new adventure awaits. I hope it brings with it new friendships, new answers, and a whole lot of fun. And with that, all there's left to say is, see you in game, travelers. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Anything? Anything? Song of Welcome Moon, stated on April 30. I haven't really watched any of these because, if I'm not mistaken, there are already 2 of them, to my knowledge. Maybe I'll gonna have to find some time to watch it. Okay, I think there's nothing else. Yep, so that's about it. Alright, so let me go ahead and close this. Get back into the game. Let me just turn the audio a bit before I end the stream. So yeah, so that is so 5.6 turns out to be a really huge one, and it's really unfortunate that I not necessarily wouldn't be able to stream, but gonna be a little bit hard to do so. So I'm not really sure when would I be doing this stream. Ideally, I would want to do it during the day of the release, but like I said, I do have to take a look at how's the situation once I got to my new place. I will try my best to try and ask for a room that is not occupied yet, if there is any. So meaning I would be alone in a room, meaning I would have a lot more privacy to do a stream. Now, if I'm able to do that, if I'm able to get a room for myself, then I might be down to do a stream on the very day that 5.6 is released. As for the next stream, I'm not entirely sure when I would want to do another stream. Ideally, I do want to focus on recovering myself a little bit. I noticed that I feeling quite okay despite sitting down on a chair for about an hour, which is usually unusual for me for the past week. Usually I only be able to sit for like a few minutes, and then I really need to get back up and then straight up go and lie down on my bed. So I guess I would say I'm close to fully recovered. Hopefully I'll be able to do a stream very, very soon. I'm still not sure whether I would be able to do a stream for the Anaxa pool, which is going to be on the Wednesday. Regardless though, now that I think back, I think I might not want to do any stream prior to the release of Anaxa, because based on my calculation for this account, maybe I can show you guys actually. So as you can see, I have 4. Let's just consider this as 5, because I haven't done the Divergent Universe yet, and that's gonna give like 200, which is gonna give me enough for 1 more. So if you add in 5 days, that's gonna be another 5, which leaves me to 10. And then you have the anniversary meal, this one, which is going to be tomorrow. Yeah, 15 hours. Meaning I would be able to get 20 by the end by the last day of the banner. So right now I'm currently at 40. Let me just double check. Yep, 40, as you can see. So I lost a 50-50 on my alt account, so kind of sucks actually. So that brings me to 60. So I need somewhere around 20. So I really need to grind Stellar Jits from some other sources. So I'm not sure yet what do I want to do. If I'm not mistaken, there is like a sale, right? For like daily stuff. Super sales, let me see real quick. Oh, I think it's gone already. Yeah. And I think I've already, I already take up all the oneric shards for my supply pass here as well. This is tough actually. Then again, I will be getting some of the... Let me see. Is there really nothing else? First time top up refresh. I kind of wish to avoid the top up, to be honest. Yeah, I think the sales has already finished. It's probably during the first week, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, what is this? 10. The purchase immediately. So it's like a collection of item. Nah, that's not worth it, I think. So if I wanted to buy, I think if I do gonna spend, it's probably going to be this one. It's gonna give like a little bit over 10 pulls. This is like worst come to worst on the very last day. If I don't have enough, then I'm probably gonna go ahead and purchase this one in order to guarantee myself caceres for this account. As you can see as well, I do have my day here, so I'm planning to have, where is my party? Yeah, I think my greatest regret for version 3.0 is probably Uglier. I should have just saved up for my day actually, and it would have been a lot better if I didn't pull for Uglier. Then I might actually have had caceres by now. So the plan is, let me just do undying tip. Undying. Okay, let me just put like a placeholder for caceres. Yeah, let's just choose Jingchui, and then my day, obviously gonna choose Slow Cha. Who's the support? Sunday? Do I really want to use Sunday though? Maybe I use Sunday but on my day. But this is gonna be like very, but then my day doesn't use SP though, so hard to say actually. But casters need to use skill, and maybe I'll stick to run me once I max her out. Oh yeah, I forgot, because Trailblazer have mem. That means the HP is going to be drained from both mem as well as MC. So, yeah, so this is pretty much going to be my team here. So Caceres is going to be here, and yeah, that's pretty much about it. And if I have E2 my day, then it's going to be like a lot better, and I think that's probably what I'm planning to do. But I guess after this I'm probably gonna save up, and I want to see if Hyacinth is really gonna be really good. And if she's really good, I'm gonna try to roll for her for this account. But I doubt that I would have enough Stellar Jits though. Yeah, whatever the case, I think that is pretty much gonna be my plan, which is I'm just gonna try and buy the, what do you call it, the Americ Pouch, and then try to get Caceres on the very last day. So yeah, so that's the plan. I think I might be able to do it during the NX Supple, because as you guys know, this is a NA account, and NA second phase usually is a few hours later, about a day I think, from Asia server. So I think I would be able to do so, but I have to double check if that is really true. If that is really true, then I might be able to do it on stream, but if not, I'll just do it on my own. So yeah, I guess that is pretty much going to be about it from me. Like I said, I'm gonna wait until Wednesday in order to stream, because I'm gonna try my best to try and get as many Stellar Jits as I can on my own, because I do want to avoid spending, and then we'll see how it goes. So I guess you could say that the earliest I would do a stream is on Wednesday. But that is assuming that I would start my new job on the 5th, I think. Let me check the calendar real quick. Yep, 5th, on 5th of May. I still haven't confirmed yet. I'm gonna try and confirm it like by Monday, but let's say if worst come to worst that I would have to start my work on Friday, then I probably wouldn't be able to stream. I might do like a mini stream on Monday or Tuesday before I went to my new home. Just to, I guess, kind of like in case of I wouldn't be able to stream over there, so it's almost kind of like quote unquote farewell stream. So yeah, whatever the case, I really hope that I would be able to continue stream while I'm there, and I guess we'll just have to see, and we'll just have to wait and see then how it's going to, how I can try to solve it. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, guys. I really enjoyed that special program. It's been a while since we get like a major story for Monsdat, so I'm really glad that we are finally getting one story. I really hope, well, they only teased his voice in the trailer, but I really hope we would be able to get like a little bit of this of how Varga is going to look like. From the sound, he does sounds very young, but so it's gonna be weird if he had like a really how do I say, like a really buff build, but then his voice is like very soft like that. So I really hope that his voice is gonna be matched with his design, but at the same time I really hope his design is gonna be really cool. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, guys. I'm gonna call it here. I do have to rest a little bit. Like I said, I still haven't fully recovered yet. I think I'm gonna go ahead and lie down after this. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on the next stream. Bye bye.